This is about health and fitness. Okay. And yeah, so today we're going to be talking about health and fitness. This is my first live ever. So yeah, feel free to comment in the comment sections about any health concerns you guys have and stuff like that. Okay. So let's get started with some health topics. So our number one health topic can be about let's do hair. Let's start off with hair. So let's start off that there are different types of hair, like different type of hair textures. Okay. Now my hair is naturally like this. Okay, it's a little wavy, as you can see. Okay. Some people will have flat, straight hair. Okay. This is a common myth, and people get confused that, oh, everyone has straight hair. That's not the case, okay? You'll see most Hispanic people with about like curlier hair, most of them with straight hair, probably even with wavy hair. And then most black people you'll see with coily hair, which is even more curlier than curlier hair because it's more coily, it's more compact, okay? So I have wavy hair, not straight hair, so like most people confuse that, oh, these are tangles and stuff, but no, this is hair texture. Okay, and I used to have long hair, and it used to just like my waves used to just drop down on the back, like almost till my shoulder, so it was wavy. If I had straight hair, or for example, used a straightener to straighten it, my waves would straight, and I would be able to replicate a straight hair look. Okay, so that's the hair texture part. So whatever your hair texture is, okay. Next, I can talk about is guys that for different hair textures, there's different ways to like make it, look good. So now let's start off with straight hair. Okay, straight hair number one is mostly flat, right? So your goal is to make it look like this and make it have like some texture, and make it look thick because straight hair is never thick. It's always like more straight, lifeless, and like more silkier type. Wavy hair is naturally more thick, so like I can wake up and just do this and my hair would fall into place. Okay, or use some styling products and just make it look like this. But straight hair, if you just do water and like this, it'll just, start going back down into that flat look. So some key products to use for straight hair are you could use some texture powder, you could use sea salt spray, you could use a hair clay or paste as well. Those are some products that would work for straight hair. Okay. For wavier hair, I personally sometimes use sea salt spray or texture powder or paste. Or other than that, I usually just go for a natural look to keep my hair product free and healthy. So that's personally up to you. But just make sure that like at the end of the day, you're washing your like products that are meant to be washed out in the night, which are your hair pastes, hair sprays, and hair gels. Sea salt spray you can arguably keep in your hair, and also yeah, texture powder you can also keep in your hair as well for the night, and then it'll just wash away whenever you wash your hair with water or shampoo and conditioner, or whenever you shower or the next time. Okay, so that's that. So we've covered like different type of hair textures, the confusion of identifying straight hair versus curly versus wavy and versus coily. Okay, now we'll talk about which one is the easiest to style. Easiest to style is arguably straight hair, second most would be wavy hair, I guess. No, honestly, yeah. First would be straight hair. Second, easiest would be wavy hair. Third, curly, and I think third or fourth can be curly. Vice versa. We could do it with that, I guess. Okay, straight hair number one is so easy to style. You know why? Because you could do nothing to it and it'll just somehow look good, right? But to give it texture, all you need is some texture powder mainly to make it look good. For wavy hair, when you wake up, you could possibly have a bedhead look, and that's fine. You just spray some water, put a little bit of product in it, and give it this type of look, right? Okay, so that's how you identify your hair type. If your hair is straight, then you'll know it's straight, and if it's wavy, you'll know it's wavy, and if it's curly, you'll know it's curly, and if it's coily, you'll know it's coily. Okay, that's that. Okay, let's talk about, guys, come on, give me some comments, okay? Give me some comments, give me some ideas on what to talk about, okay? So we can also talk about that, you know. So we've covered basically hair textures, okay, the myth of like how to identify like the hair type, and like basically if you think that everyone's hair is straight, that is not true, because God has blessed everyone with their own type of hair and their own type of face, their own type of body, their own type of everything. God has made everyone different, not everyone the same. So if you think that everyone has the same hair, then that is not true. Okay, sadly not true, and sadly, very, you know, I would say not knowing about hair, I guess, or not just being aware of what others have and what you don't have. Okay, so that's that. Okay, we can talk about hair loss. Okay, we can talk about hair loss next and slash hair health. Okay, so the way that works is, okay, so basically, number one, shampooing your hair every day is really bad for your hair, and like using body soap or bar soap for your hair is really bad. Do not do that every day, because what that does, okay, shampoo's main goal is to strip out natural oils from your hair, right? So if you are stripping away natural oils from your hair every day, then your hair is just going to be really dry. There's going to be no natural oils in it, and it's just not going to be good for you. Whenever you try to brush it or that, it just will not look good. Whether your hair is curly, wavy, straight, coily, etc. Okay, whatever hair type you have, it just will not look good if you shampoo every day. Okay. So yeah, don't do that, and don't use harsh like body soaps or hand soaps on your hair, because those are meant for your body and your hands, okay? And even liquid hand soaps are meant for your hands, not for your body or face or hair, okay? So now I will give you guys, this is actually really much of a like secret sauce, okay? This is a really good tip. Okay, most people do not know this. Okay, so now I have this hair. Okay, someone has straight hair, someone has curly or coily hair. Okay, so as far as I know, for straight and wavy hair, this applies is that you don't shampoo every day. Like, say on Monday, I shampoo and conditioned, right? Now, after that, I could probably do a water rinse, like just wash my hair with water or just leave it, okay? And then maybe use some product to style it or whatever. And then Wednesday, probably do another water rinse or do something. Okay, maybe mist spray with the water bottle mist spray. After that, yeah, just repeat the order. Okay, that works for straight and wavy hair. For curly and coily hair, you can actually go without even water rinsing your hair. You can still be good, and it'll still look good. And you could just use your like curling or coily products and whatever that you need to use for curly or coily hair. Okay, another good tip is that you wanna wash your hair with water or whatever. You want to make sure the water is not too hot and not too cold. Okay, this is a common myth that like, oh, super cold water will make your hair health better. It doesn't work that way. Just use lukewarm water. Okay, that will be good for you guys to try out. Okay, and then after that, okay, this people do this a lot. I've seen this a lot, and this is the number one reason for hair loss is that okay, you guys step out, grab the towel, and just do this, right? Okay, with the towel, just rub your hair in to just, dry it. Okay, so number one, you don't want to do that is why? Because look, if you do this, okay, the hair follicles go like this, okay? You damage them, and you'll notice hair on your towels, and then you go, like, oh, I'm having hair loss, but like you guys don't wonder why is that hair loss happening because you are, damaging your hair while doing the towel thing like that. Okay, so what I do is I pat dry my hair like this, like this, like this, like this, and slowly, okay? And it dries my hair, but I don't mess up the hair follicles or damage them, right? Because at the end of the day, it's your hair, okay? It's God-given, okay? So it is what it is, right? So you have to learn how to take care for it too. And that goes for your body, that goes for mentally, spiritually, all of that, etc. All of the above. You have to take care of that, okay? No matter what. Okay, and that's the thing I promote in my videos is to like not be lazy and stuff. Okay? Just try to grow in areas that you need to grow every day, every single day, every time. Okay? So that's that. Okay, some products that you can use for wavy hair are leave-in conditioners. You could use that for straight hair, arguably. Curl cream you could kind of use for wavy hair. Curl cream for curly hair. For coily hair, I'm not aware, but you could probably use some similar type of products. Okay. I mean, I've never asked my black friends what they use, so I'm not aware of that, so I don't want to give out, you know, not good knowledge about that. Okay. So now let's get a little bit more advanced. Okay. Let's talk blow drying. Is blow drying necessary for your hair? Should you do it? Should you not do it? Should you let it air dry or whatever? Okay. Okay, Monday. I shampoo conditioned my hair, pat dried it. Okay. That's pat dried, so it's damp, not wet. Okay. So the wet state is when you get out, okay, your hair is dripping wet, it's wet. When you pat dry it with towel, it's damp. Okay. Then, after that, like you do whatever you need to do, put on the body lotion, etc. Okay, then when you're about to brush or use your hands to kind of style your hair, what you want to do is, okay, grab the blow dryer like this, okay, and have it on a low heat setting, and then just style your hair, okay, and make sure to like push the blow dryer a little bit like this, like that, to give your hair more volume and stuff like that, okay? And it'll also make your hair thicker as well. Because you want thicker hair, not thinner hair. Because most people are confused that, oh, why is your hair so thick? Which is actually a good thing. Because if your hair is thick, then you can pull off many hairstyles. You don't want thin hair or like a visible scalp hair because it'll never look good. Trust me, because it'll just be lifeless and it'll just be like that. Okay, so having thicker hair is actually a blessing. So, and it signals good genetics as well. Okay, and now how many times to use heating tools like blow dryers, your straighteners, your curlers? Okay, number one, always use a heat protectant before using a blow dryer or curler or straightener. Okay, and the key rule of thumb is that, like, say on Monday I blow dried, I want to wait 3 days to use any type of heating tool, whether it's a curler or straightener or a blow dryer. Okay, so not every day. You should not be using heat tools on your hair every day because that will result into heat damage and make your hair look frizzy. Because I've seen many people with straight hair and their hair, like, it's straight even if they use a straightener, or it's curled even if they use a curler, and it's frizzy. Okay, that's the thing. Alright, now another misconception is, let's straighten this one up. Okay, now I have wavy hair. Say I use a straightener to straighten my hair out. Okay. What that'll do is it'll keep it straight for one day, but the next day I'll wake up, my hair will be the same again because God made my hair like this. Okay? Or God made my hair texture like this. This is what God gave me. Okay, if I try to change it, it would probably change for like one day or for the time, and then go back to how it is naturally, right? Okay, so the same thing for straight hair. Like if they try to curl their hair, it'll never be curly. It'll probably be like mine's. Okay, and if I try to curl my hair, it'll probably be like most curl heads. Like okay, and then it'll go back. So this is a common misconception where people think that, oh, if I use a straightener, my hair will be forever straight, and if I use a curler, my hair would be forever curly. Okay, it's just more what type of hair look you want to go for. Okay, and I personally would never straighten my hair out because I like what I have. So yeah, I would just stay with what I have, and probably I did try to curl my hair a lot, but it didn't not go too good. So yeah, guys, while I'm talking, feel free to hit. Okay, and yeah, feel free to hit me with questions and stuff, like about hair health or whatever. Okay, so we've covered that. Okay, now let's talk about this. Okay, so I talked about the hair spectrums are wavy. Oh no, I mean straight, wavy, curly, coily. Okay, now in those hair spectrums are hair types. Okay, so how straight is your hair? How much wavy is your hair? How much curlier is your hair? How much coilier is your hair? Start off with the straightest hair type is 1A. 1A hair is basically pin straight. Okay, you will run your hands through it, it will be straight. There will be no texture whatsoever. Then we have 1B. It's gonna be still straight, but it might be a little bit heavy. Okay, and it might have a little bit tousles. Okay, maybe a little bit. It's still not wavy. Okay, then 1C hair is still straight. Okay, but it'll probably look like that you have a little bit of wavy hair, but it's still straight at the end of the day. Now, like 2A hair is the type of hair I have right now. So my hair looks straight, but it's actually wavy. Okay, because as you can see, it's pretty wavy. Okay, then we have 2B hair. Okay, 2B hair is a little bit more wavier than this. Okay, you'll run your hands through it, you'll feel the waves. 2C hair is the waviest of them all. It's even more wavier, and you'll see the waves. Okay. And to actually see your potential hair texture is to grow it out. Okay. Now, I've like people have told me that okay, like I have more curlier hair than you. Okay. But I've seen their hair long and you can't see any curls, so basically they don't know their hair type and are not aware. So like I have a cousin who has grown his hair out, okay, but he thinks it's curly, but it's actually not curly. It's actually pretty much on the 1B/1C side. It's not actually wavy, it's pretty straight, but it has a little bit of tousles, as you could see in the ends of his hair or in the front of his hair to identify that. So his hair is straight at the end of the day. Okay, my hair is wavier, so when I grew my hair out, it was like waving up in the block. It naturally did that because it was wavy, okay? And with wavy hair, when you try to grow it out, it'll naturally start shrinking because it's wavy. And waves shrink. When straight hair, you grow it out, it's actually easier to grow it out because it'll just go straight into like a main look. Mine was shrinkage, so if I ever used a straightener, which I didn't, I could probably replicate that main type of look, okay? So that is that. Okay, so yeah, then we have curly hair, which is 3A, 3B, 3C. 3A is basically you'll think your hair is wavy, but it's actually curly because if you scrunch it and all, you'll see your natural curls and stuff. Or if you leave it wet, 3B gets even more compact, more curls. 3C is the curliest of them all. At that point, you might even think you have coily hair, but you probably don't. Your curls are just heavy and moisturized. And then 4A, 4B, 4C. Okay, 4A hair is really heavy. For B, hair is even more thicker and heavier. For C, hair is like a thick block of hair. Okay, and you'll probably know if you have curly hair because it'll be really thick, and you'll notice that you don't have to wash it as much and stuff like that. Okay, so if you guys have any questions, I would love to answer that. Okay, no questions. So let's talk about, hmm. So we've talked about hair textures, we talked about common hair myths, we've talked about a lot of hair. Okay, I could talk about hair density as well. So now I have medium to high density. Okay, my hair's pretty thick if you can look at it. It's not like it's not even thin at all. It's pretty thick. Okay, it's actually medium high density because you could see still a little bit of scalp. Okay, most people confuse this. Is that now look, if I had longer hair and you did this and you saw my scalp and you see this, this doesn't mean I'm bald. Okay, this doesn't mean I'm bald. Okay, that does not mean I'm bald. It's actually normal to see a little bit of scalp. Okay, because if I was balding by now, I would probably be having hair thinning and all that, and my like hair would be visible from like a lot of like here. Okay, this is just because the hairstyle is like this, so yeah. Now, some people have actually high or ultra high density, which is also pretty good. It's just their hair density is really thick. So a density is like how much scalp you can see through your hair. So with ultra high to high density, you can't not see any scalp at all. Okay. With my density, you could see a little bit, but my density is ultimately, if you could say, it's the best density because it's pretty thick and more versatile. So you get the best of both worlds with really high density. Your hair is just gonna wanna just stay like that. Okay, wake up morning type of look, and that's not versatile look. You could probably just be stuck in one look forever most of the times because your hair is like really thick, regardless of your hair texture. Okay. Now, if I had low density, you could probably see my scalp. Like, it would be really thin. Like, Asian people have low density and, like, pin straight type of hair, okay? Most of them. And their hair's, like, super thin. It's not actually thinning, their hair's just lower density. Most of them might have probably medium, medium low, medium high density. Rarely do they have ultra high or high density over there. So that's hair density. Uh, yeah, scalp issues like dandruff and all that we'll go into later into like I'll probably post videos about that or YouTube shorts or Instagram, whatever. Okay, I'll probably post about that later on, so just keep a lookout for that or maybe on my next live. Okay, so now let's talk about, hold up guys, give me a minute. Let's do that. Okay, guys, that is pretty good. Okay, now next thing we can talk about is skin. Okay, so I'm gonna talk about skin health, and I'm actually also probably gonna talk about skin care as well. So, skin health is like, okay, how healthy is your skin? Skin care is, let's just first of all get this out of the way. Most people confuse skincare with makeup. Okay, skincare is not makeup. Okay, and I'll prove it to you guys right now. Okay, I've seen many women mostly with makeup on their face, and then I've seen them with their natural face. Okay, so what makeup, in my defense, does is it covers up all the imperfections you have on your face. Okay, whatever those are. Okay, now skincare does not cover all of them up because, like, okay, when you put on makeup, you start looking like AI, right? Okay, and AI is perfect in a way. they look perfect. Like those images look perfect, right? So that's makeup. And that's what makeup does. Okay, what skincare does is it improves your overall skin health. Okay, so now look, I have like look at my skin, right? You could probably see like a little bit of like dots and all that. Okay, because that's my skin. Okay, I take care of it. It'll still look good. Okay, but it will never look like that. I have crystal clear skin or that I have makeup on. Oh, you can tell by my eyes that there's no makeup on. If I started using like eye makeup, my eyes would look AI generated. Okay, so that's what makeup does. It just like covers up for any imperfections that you have. Oh, at the end of the day, I honestly, it's arguably these days in the modern world, it's fine, I guess. But I usually just talk about skincare because I have nothing to do with makeup, and that's, not a topic that we're going to talk about. But yeah, and also makeup products are different, like blush, all that contour, eyeliner, lipstick, whatever. Okay, that's what makeup is. Okay, skincare is just okay, water, face wash, which is cleanser, moisturizer, sunscreen. Okay, that's what basically skincare. In skincare, less is more. Okay, a less is more approach is way better than a 10-step skincare routine approach. Okay, like 10-step skincare routine, you have your like toner, you have your like serums, you have your eye creams, retinols, all of that. Okay, now let's get into that. Okay, that is still skincare, but if like say one serum targets brightening your skin, okay, making it more white, okay, but if your skin is already white, okay, and there's no visible pigmentation, like your skin used to be white when you were young, but then it turned black. That's pigmentation, okay? Your skin got sun damage throughout so many years, okay? Then you would use a serum. But look, no, I don't have any of that, okay? So for me using a serum is a waste, okay? And a waste of time as well, okay? And the same thing with the retinoids and retinols. Okay, a lot of doctors, dermatologists promote this, that you should use them, but I don't know this, but I hope so it's like this, they only, I think, give it or recommend it if you have that certain skin issue. Then they'll give it to you. If you don't, then, like, yeah, less is more approach will work for you. Just in the morning, wash your face with water, and go for the moisturizer, go for the sunscreen, and in the night, if you want, you can put like Vaseline or some eye cream on your eye, use a moisturizer, cleanse your face at night. uh yeah, do all that. Okay, and steaming also for your face is a common myth that you should do it for it to make your skin look good. I personally used to do it, and when I stopped doing it, my skin actually got better than it was when I was steaming the face. Okay, because look, as I said, what steaming does to your face is it basically releases sweat, okay, and cleans up your pores. Okay, that's what it does. But if you're doing that every day, okay, then it's not gonna be good for your skin. And if you don't need to do it, okay, then you don't have to do everything in skincare. Then less, as I said, less is more. Okay, whatever you need, whatever your priorities are, then that is what you should use. If you don't, like right now, I don't need a 10-step skincare routine, but if I start doing it, okay, it won't be good for my skin because I'm putting unnecessary products on my skin that my skin does not need. Okay, so yeah, that's that. Okay, and the skin types, we'll talk about that too. So some people have oily, some people have combination, some people have dry, some people have acne prone, some people have sensitive, and this one's also a common one, normal skin. Okay, so what I have is an example of normal skin. Okay, so whenever I wash my face or moisturizer, I'll have a little bit of oiliness or a little bit of glow on my skin or maybe a little bit on my forehead, but that's just my skin's natural glow. Okay, which means it's pretty healthy. Okay, but my face won't overly look like it's shining like a bright like sun or something, or like that bright light right there. Okay, it won't look like that. So I've seen people with oily skin, when they put on moisturizer, their like whole skin is just like glass shining. Okay, that means you have oily skin. So, and with dry skin, if you put it on, your skin will just, probably have no glow. It'll just look good. With acne prone skin, how to identify acne prone skin is in the name. Okay, you'll probably be prone to more breakouts and stuff. Okay, now if you have that skin, then the less more approach probably won't work for you, because you'll probably need treatments or creams to use to, hold those breakouts or control them in a way, right? So you'll need those. Okay, for oily skin, you'll need products to control that oiliness. For dry skin, you'll need products to, make sure that your skin is moisturized. For normal skin like mine, you actually kind of don't have to do that because it doesn't produce so much oil or doesn't get too much dry. It just stays normal, right? So I still have to do my like sunscreen moisturizer, but that's like the least, right? That's the less is more approach. Okay, so that's all I have to do. And sunscreen prevents aging as well. And this is an arguable question. It does prevent UVA and UVB rays, and UVB rays are the one that you need for vitamin D to get into your skin. So I don't know if these sunscreens are good for you every day. So yeah, doctors would know that, right? Because they have the degrees for that. So all I could say is use sunscreen to your own liking, I guess. But there are like researchers and stuff that, like, this guy used to drive a truck, okay, and on his this side, the sun used to glow, but on this side, there was no sun coming to his skin, okay, but he never used sunscreen, so you could see that his this face aged more when he got like into the 60s and 80s. It got more crippled, and this face was still crippled, but a little less, right? So maybe sunscreen is good, maybe it's bad. We don't know that, you know. So yeah, that is that. Okay, that is, some common issues with skincare and how people approach it. Okay, so yeah, that's that. Okay, and I've also talked about skin types and what your routine should look like for almost every skin type as well. Okay, now that's done. Okay, now we could probably move on to a different topic. We can move on to, let's do height growth. Okay, let's do height growth. For this one is mostly for men, I guess, arguably. So, what is height growth? Height growth is like, okay, I'm 5'9", or something like that. Okay, whatever my height is. Okay, say I am, trying to get taller. Okay, number one thing is keeping a healthy diet. Okay, let's dive into that healthy diet topic. Okay, so what is a healthy diet? Healthy diet is basically eating a lot of protein, a lot of healthy carbs, not unhealthy carbs. Okay, and eating a lot of healthy protein, not unhealthy protein, eating a lot of healthy fibers, and eating a lot of healthy sugar, not bad sugar, because there's a difference between bad sugar and healthy sugar. Okay, so yeah, that's gonna be your balanced diet. And then on your preferences, you could be vegetarian or you could be pescatarian, which vegetarian is that basically you eat veggies and stuff. And if you're to the extreme vegetarian, then you could also be avoiding milk and eggs. Okay, but that's on your preference. I won't debate that at all. Okay, and then you could be pescatarian, which the protein source that you have from like the meat type is fish. Okay, and then it's basically almost the same as vegetarian, just with the fish added into it. Okay, I personally just follow a healthy, balanced type of diet. And honestly, occasionally, if I feel like I'm under eating or not eating enough, then I will actually choose one or two junk foods to, give me that boost, which is good because you want to have a diet, but you don't want to do this that, okay, you're trying to get a six pack and stuff, and you're trying to be healthy, or you're trying to lose weight, or just trying to look pretty good, right? Or lose that belly fat, but you're still not able to enjoy the foods that you love, occasionally or time to time, right? So that is bad, but it shouldn't be like every day that you're consuming junk food and all that, okay? But if you're under eating, then you probably need some junk food. And if you're not eating a good breakfast and all that, then for you, that's fine. But if you're living like a normal life, then yeah, it's not fine. If you're just sitting down all day eating junk, then you should be aware that you will get fat. Just, move around constantly. It doesn't have to be too extreme. It could be like 5, 15 minutes, Yeah, like I do house chores time to time. Most people probably do house chores. That includes movement, so that's where I get my movement from. Most people do treadmill. That's where they get their movement from. Most people run. Okay, so they do probably steady state cardio, which is treadmill and stuff like that, or the bike. Okay, and then running, bicycling, swimming. That's all cardio. Different type of cardios, right? So that's that. So that's the healthy diet part, covered. A healthy diet, like the healthy sugars and the unhealthy sugars. So the common misconception is that sugar can balance your hormones is, I would say, in my opinion, incorrect because look, there's healthy sugar and then there's unhealthy sugar. Your healthy sugar are your fruits, okay, your bananas, your apples, and all that, okay, and even fruits are actually divided into low glycemic on the index and the high glycemic index. So low glycemic index fruits are fruits that have sugar in them, but not as much as the high glycemic index. So like mango and banana are high glycemic index, and your blueberries, I would say, and another one would be grapes, I would say, are low glycemic index fruits. Okay, so they both have healthy sugars, but just the high glycemic one has more sugar, and then the low glycemic ones are have low sugar, right? So if you want to eat a high glycemic index fruit, probably eat it time to time, not every day, to make sure that your blood sugar and everything like that is into check. Probably in my next live or in my more videos, I'll go in more into detail about that, okay? Because this is a vast field, okay? We can talk about this like all day, okay? So yeah, guys, this is my, check-in again. If you guys have any comments and questions, just drop a comment below and I'll happily answer that question for you, okay? So that's that. Okay, so now let's get back into the skin part. Okay, we talked about that. A healthy diet will make your skin better. Sleeping will actually make your skin better. And, keeping the stress levels low will keep you just, relax, calm down. Okay, and your skin will show that you're happy and all that. Okay, your body and your skin will show how you are feeling and what you are doing and your daily habits. Okay, it'll show. So just stay consistent and try to be happy, okay? And just try to be good, try to be normal. Okay, that's that. Okay, now we're talking about the height growth. Okay, so for men, it's like really critical to be at least, this tall, like at least 6 feet tall and all that. Okay, so one common misconception is that people think that this is how you can grow your height. Okay, so I'll get into the misconception later, but yes, eating protein and a healthy diet is good. for being taller. Getting good sleep is actually good. Stretching is good. Exercising, depending on what it is good. Okay, and just keeping your stress levels low is also good to make your height grow more. Okay, and then also it's genetic and age. Okay, but most people confuse this now. I'm 19, right? Now, yeah, so if you're like 18, 19, 20 or whatever, okay, whatever you are, okay, your growth plates might be closed, like you might not hit a growth spurt, but decompression and all of that is available at any age. At any age, you could decompress your spine and like gain like a zero point 0.1 inch, 0.2 inch growth by just stretching alone and decompressing your spine, right? So that'll always work. Okay, so yeah, that's always available. So don't confuse that. Oh, I'm 19, so I will not stop growing, or I'm 18, or like, I will stop growing, I meant. Okay, that's just not how it works, right? You'll never stop growing, right? But if you're like thinking in terms of growth spurt, then yeah, obviously at 18, 19, or 20, you're probably most likely not going to hit that growth spurt that you had at 13, 14, or 15, which was obviously a major needed growth spurt. You grew in like in all factors, okay? Overall, you went from a youthhood to a manhood type of, look. And that's natural puberty, okay? In context to men, okay? Because I only talk about the men side, okay? So that is that. Okay, the misconception is calcium, milk, right? It's protein, yes. And as I said, that in your healthy diet, protein is also essential for growing taller, right? It's protein, but let's talk about what calcium actually does. Calcium strengthens your bones, right? Okay, it strengthens your bones, like it makes your bones stronger. But does it actually elongate the bone needed for height growth? Or does it elongate your bones? Like, say, whatever my bone measurement is this much, right? Or whatever it is, okay? Or my spine measurement is this much. It'll strengthen it, no doubt. Like, if I fall, I might not get hurt as much because my calcium levels might be good, okay? So it'll strengthen my bones and stuff, but it won't actually make me taller or make the bones to, that I need to get longer, the bones that need to get longer and longer. Calcium just won't do that. It'll strengthen the bone, like probably like the thickness of it and all that, and make it stronger, but not longer, okay? What actually makes your height grow is, let's say this, right? What actually makes your height grow is a human growth hormone production called HGH1, okay? And that is the human growth hormone production that your body needs for it to grow taller, okay? And during puberty, if you do the right things, then yeah, you're gonna have a lot of HGH1, okay? Because like if you're 13 or 14, and that's your like prime window to get as much tall as you need, because that's when HGH1, if you activate it, it's gonna just burst. If I activate it like when you're 18, 17, 19, or 20, then it's probably still gonna work, but you'll probably still notice you're getting visibly taller, but not as much as that when if you did it at 13 and 14. So let's talk about how HGH1 is activated. So HGH1 is activated by doing like, jumping around, explosive jumps. Basketball, that sport is a good example of, boosting your HGH1 production because it involves a lot of running, a lot of jumping to the hoop, a lot of those type of movements that actually trigger HGH1 growth in you. Okay, so that's that. Okay, So, like, say if when I was 13 or 14 and I did that, which I did a little bit, but not as much as my older brother did. He did more, so he probably just got more growth hormone than he probably got more activation of that growth hormone than I ever did. Okay, so yeah, he used to play a lot of basketball, so that just proves it. Okay. Also, swimming can do it too, because swimming involves like pushing your muscles in the water, and it actually elongates your spine as well. And yeah, it could make that growth hormone production like activate and make you taller over time. So the ideal window, you could do it at like any age, but ideally, if say I'm 14, right? Now I'll naturally grow because I've hit my growth spurt. I'm hitting my growth spurt, so I'll grow taller. But if I want to enhance it and boost it even more, then if I started like doing like a cobra stretch at that age or started jumping, playing basketball over time, my ideal height, like target height when I'm like 18 or 19 would be, way more than if I didn't do those habits or ate junk food or didn't prioritize sleep and all that, etc. Okay, so that's the common misconception. So I cleared that out as well. Okay, so that's the height issue is done. Now we can talk about, probably talk about, how to take care of your mental health and stuff, physical health. Let's dive into that as well. Okay, just before we do that, I want to say that, like, whatever your height is, okay, just be happy with whatever your height is, okay? Don't be like an extremist that, oh, I want to grow my height, I want to grow my height. Try to do the things that can probably make you taller, but don't like obsess over it, right? That's what I would say. Okay, like now, for example, if I'm a certain age, whatever age I am, okay, and I start doing that, like jump stuff and stretching and all that, it'll probably give me a few inches, but it'll never make me like 6'4" or like 6'7" or whatever, okay? Because if I probably did it at 13, 14, I could have had a chance, but I can't go back in the past and do all of that, so that is that. Okay, now let's talk about your mental health slash physical health. So we covered hair, we covered skin, we've covered height, okay, we can cover this also, like why is stretching important? Is stretching is important because it, helps your blood flow in your overall body and, those muscle aches, those back pains and all that. If you start stretching daily from like every age. Not like I'm not saying like 1 hour, even if it's 30 minutes, even if it's 5 minutes stretching, it'll still work rather than you not stretching, right? So yeah, if you are young and by 30, 40, you wanna like have those benefits for your body, then you need to work on it now for it to show at 30 or 40. Not like, oh, let me just wait till 30 and then I'll work on it. And yeah, that's just not how it's gonna work, okay? Because by that time, you're gonna have those issues, and age is a factor. Guys give up at that age. They're like, wow, what's the point now, right? Because when you're young, you have like that ability, that drive, that passion to do it, so then you should do it. But overall, like stretching is like good for you. You should just do it, right? So yeah, that and it's good for your muscles as well, muscle recovery, muscle tension, all of that. It's good for all of that. Whether that's neck stretching, whether that's stretching your bicep, tricep, etc. Whatever that is. Okay. Now let's talk about mental and physical health. So mental health, you could, if you're mentally stressed all the time, or you deal with anger issues, I will admit myself that I do have very rare, occasional, one-time anger issues, and the way to fix that is you could deep breathe if you feel like anger is coming, or just, kind of separate yourself and go in the room and just drink some water and breathe a little bit and just calm yourself down. Meditation, read a book, okay, focus on whatever you need to do, okay, that will control your stress, anger, all of that. And, praying, whatever your religion is, okay, praying will help also, getting closer to God and stuff, and that will help you spiritually, your heart, make you good from the inside, and clean your heart. Because from the outside you might look good, but people don't know what you are from the inside. From the inside, you need to be good as well, and the outside you can be good as well, right? But like if someone is good, not good from the outside, but he's good from the inside, he is gonna beat someone that's good from the outside, but from the inside he is like an evil or whatever he is. Okay, so at the end of the day, you just try to stay good. Just be normal, guys. That's what I would say. Okay, so that's how you could physical health also, yeah, like working out, whether that's swimming, whether that's running, whether that's going to the gym, lifting weights, all that. Have a plan, do it, stay consistent and lock in and do it. Not like, oh, I'll do it for this much, then take a break, I'll do it for this much, and because then you'll never get that, like, oh, I want that physique or all that. People that have that physique, they worked hard for that physique, right? So that's what I would do. Work hard for that physique, or work hard for those certain goals, right? And not waste your time every day just laying down in bed scrolling on your phone. I say this in my videos. If you guys want to watch my videos, I say this, that guys, do not like scroll on your phone every day, or do not waste your time, because basically this life was not made for you to waste time. This life is like always everybody's busy in whatever they need to do. Okay, this life was never kind of made for resting, but if you ever make it to that point, then you need to be thankful to God in a way that He made you get to that level, and also that your hard work paid off and your smart work paid off as well. Okay, so guys, we covered a lot about what I talk about in my videos and all that. Okay, I also talk about the motivation and discipline side. Okay, that kind of links into it, right? Because if I'm disciplined, I'll work on these things, okay, etc. every day, okay, towards the goals that I want to achieve for that certain section, I would say, category, okay, more so. But if I solely just rely on motivation, then what's going to happen is that one day I'll be motivated and I'll do the stuff that I need to do to get to, my goals and all that. But the next day, then I won't do it, okay? I'll be not motivated, okay? Then you're not going to make progress on whatever your goal you're trying to achieve. Like, say, for example, on Monday I read a book, but then on Tuesday I didn't read more of that book. Or on Monday I prayed, on Tuesday I don't pray, right? So, look, I mean, this is life at the end of the day. So, if you want to, like, basically, you just have to stay consistent, right? So, let's say, like, on Monday I prayed, okay, but then on Tuesday I still want to pray and I have to pray, but because life throws anything at you, okay, and you won't even know it, okay, whether that's nice or whether that's bad, okay, and you don't have time for it. It's not necessarily that you have to do it at that time. What matters is that you did it that day, right? At least you did it, whether that was late or whether that was early, right? Yeah, but if you're grinding, then I would say, like, it's good to prioritize rest and all that, but at the end of the day, if you're just like laying down all day and you're saying, "Oh, I need to prioritize rest," and you're not like working towards your goals, and like even like if you're waking up late a little bit, staying up late a little bit, trying to work towards your goals, then that matters, right? And then you can go to sleep, maybe sleep in more. Yeah, okay. Find your like section. Like most people grind in the night, and then they'll sleep and wake up probably later in the morning. Most people are early risers. I more so would say I like to, in a way, kind of do both. Like if I'm running late on certain stuff that I need to do, I'll probably wake up a little bit later. But then on other stuff like that I need to do, waking up early is really good for me because you'll get ahead of the day, right? You'll get stuff done, and maybe you'll get some relaxation time in the day. Whether you wake if versus you wake up late, right? You wake up late and you need to get the stuff, but you're rushing to do that stuff, and you're just constantly trapped in that cycle. So that's what I would say. So just having like a good routine, like a good type of lifestyle is gonna help you guys a lot on managing that. Cause like in like the big 2026 these days, I would say that people are stuck in a constant loop where they're not like, sleeping on time, waking up early, and they're not getting stuff done. Like, okay, I would say that you should ideally have like a sleep time and a wake up time. Like, say I sleep at 9 p.m. or 10 p.m., I wake up at 5 a.m. or 6 a.m. Try to sleep around those times, okay? Because if you do one day, I sleep on 9 a.m., and then the next day, I mean, one day sleep at 9 p.m., and then the next day sleep at like 12 p.m., okay, and you're at home all day and there's like nothing like blocking that, then that's on you. That's your own concern. That's on you. That's not on no one else because you're choosing to do that. I'm right now doing this live to make you guys understand that. That's my purpose right now, right? So that it's been good talking to you guys. Okay. If you guys have any more questions, I'll happily answer that the next time I go live, or just watch out for my videos and YouTube shorts or reels, etc. And I'll happily answer all of the questions then. So yeah, I've covered almost like probably all main concerns that people have these days in the modern world of 2026. Okay, because these are concerns out there. So I have happily covered probably almost all of them, and I probably will share more facts on my life. Okay, more facts about just staying good overall, staying healthy overall in many categories. So, guys, I'm gonna turn off the live. So, it was good talking to you guys, and follow and subscribe for more. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.